look into my eyes. Recently, I had a question on my YouTube channel about how not to sound like a goat when you're speaking. So I'm presuming that this kind of sound where you're flipping from one voice to the next and down again is what you want to try to avoid. Well, I'm going to give you 3 exercises, very simple exercises that will look into my eyes, look into my eyes. That will help you flow from one voice to the next. Now we have, very quickly, here's a little bit of physiology for you, which is that there are 4 voices. There are the low creak, that's the low creak, and then we go up to our modal voice, which is also known as chest voice, but it's more precisely known as modal 1. And then we go into our head voice or falsetto, and you wouldn't want to necessarily speak like that, but most women do speak from that head voice. And so women want to come down into their chest, and men want to go a little bit higher so they don't sound like that all the time, into their head voice. What we're actually looking for is a nice balance or blend, or sometimes called mix, between all the voices. So that's where I can help you with these 3 exercises coming up. So my name is Jimmy Cannon. I am a singer and a voice coach nurturing confidence through the power of the voice to deliver your, I think I do that note every time, I'm going to change it, with the power of the voice, with the power of the voice, with the power, and okay, stop. And in this video I want to show you how to get rid of vocal break, which is basically the break between the flip between one chest voice and your head voice, or your modal 1 and your modal 2. So I'm doing that because it feels like it's coming from here, although it's not really. It's actually coming from here. This is more resonance. And I have a video about that. I might do that, about resonance, how to create more resonance in different areas of resonance. And your head voice, which is also called falsetto. So that's that sound. So what we want to do is we want to find the area where it flips and sort of paste over, like as if you were, and you can see by my fingernails that and my hands that I've probably never done any plastering in my life. But I imagine if you're plastering the ceiling or the wall, then that would be, you want to create a really smooth transition and make it nice and smooth. So that's what we're looking for, to make, I'm going to stop doing that now. I'm going to do it with the other hand. No. So we want to make a smooth transition between the different voices. So what we're looking for is that sort of, that ease of being able to go up a little bit higher as we speak, a little bit higher as we speak, not necessarily going into our falsetto, but keeping it nice and smooth as we speak, because that's going to give you more tonal and pitch variety to just be more engaging when we're speaking to colleagues, clients, or friends. So here we are. Here's the first exercise. Exercise number 1 is the sigh. So I want you to start reasonably high by why? Well, I'm going to tell you, because this is a nice one just to slowly get from your top of your chest voice down into a lower end, into the vocal creak. But we're going to do it really lightly. We're going to start with a breathy onset. This is called an aspirate onset. So if you say the letter H or H, so but do it like this. Happy, any other words that start with H. I'm really happy today, actually, because the sun is shining, and in the UK it's very rare that the sun shines. The sun shines, so I'm very happy and excited. I'm actually overexcited because I'm really looking forward to going for a walk and actually doing a bit of shopping, cooking for the family some healthy burgers, which is what I'm going to do this evening. Very excited about that. So is my wife, and so are my kids, I hope. So we're looking for that H sound. So, now imagine that you're getting home from shopping, from work, from a walk, from a run, and you want to just relax in the chair, and you just want to make a big sigh. You might flip into both voices or up and down like that. So the idea is that you just want to come off the gas a little bit and just keep the support going from here. Now, if you're not sure about what I mean by support, I mean using your abdominal muscles, and I'll do another link, bing, here, to show you about how to engage these muscles to keep that control over the out breath. Okay, it's very important. So have a look at that video perhaps first before you do this. But it's actually just a very light sigh. Okay. Exercise number 2 is the same thing, but we're going to change the placement. So we're going to do what's called a hot potato. And this is a lovely exercise. And I want you to imagine that you have a hot potato in your mouth. But first, before you do that, we're going to start high again, but we're going to go into our falsetto, our head voice. So we're going to go up to that kind of area. Now, if you're a man, it's going to be round there, round there. And if you're a woman, then you need to go much higher. Well, it's going to probably peak. You're going to go much higher and start really high, but a nice fluty ooh sound. So for us, that would probably be oh wow, G. If you're a lady, then probably up to about C. So but an octave higher. Okay. So ooh for men. Ooh. And as we're doing that, I want you to imagine that you've got this really hot potato, something else that's hot in your mouth. And I want you to imagine when you do that, you make this kind of to get more air in. You're opening up the cavity. What that's doing is opening up the oral cavity. It's allowing your jaw to relax, and it's lowering your larynx here, your throat. And that's going to keep your vocal folds nice and thin and flexible. So you want to keep the larynx flexible and low. So by doing this, I hope you can hear the difference in the sound. So and when you get that placement, I want you to come down. So hear that creak? And I want you just to go over that a little bit, sort of plaster it over, smooth it over a little bit by coming off the breath a little bit. Okay, so and you can go all the way up again. Make some funny noises with the lips. And it just gives you, it gives you more area register to work in. You don't have to worry about going into that falsetto, making that goatee sound. And I don't think I've ever said the phrase goatee sound before. So try that. That's number 2. Number 3 is the same thing, but with an NG placement. And that brings the sound more into your nasal passages, your mask area here. So what we're going to do, we're going to say a word that ends with NG. Now, I obviously use the word sing, but you might want to say joining or aspirationaling, which is not a word. I just made it up. Anything with NG in the end, and that's a sing, and hold the note. Sing. What's happening is at the back of the tongue is reaching the soft palate at the back. So you firstly got your hard palate, and then the soft palate, and the tongue closes up the vocal tract here and pushes the sound or transfers the sound or the air into your nasal passages here. So sing. And I want you to go up and down like a siren, just to explore those middle areas of the voice, and just to kind of to flow and to spread and just to smooth out that area. So then those are the 3 exercises. But then try to maybe think, well, I'm just going to start speaking from that a little bit higher. I'm just going to go, this is a blend. This is not, if I was in my falsetto, that would be the sound there. Can you hear the difference? But I'm actually using a blend of both voices, my head and my chest voice, or my modal 2, my modal 1, chest and head, those 2 together, blend, mixed, however you want, whatever you want to call it. So it's finding that blend between them, and a way to practice that is to siren either in a hot potato or NG or a ha sigh. Hope that helps. If you want to work with me on a one-to-one basis, or you'd like your team to work with me to find more confidence through the power of your voice to express your inner, most sincere feelings, then get in touch, jimmycannon.com or hello@jimmycannon.com, and I will get back to you and we can have a chat. Very excited to go out for a walk and breathe in some fresh air and find some rays on my head. Speak soon.